This is Pastor Tim again from Bend and Lomita United Methodist Churches in Central Texas. We've been talking about the Sermon on the Mount, and we've come down to we've just done the Lord's Prayer, and now we're to a section on fasting. Fasting is rather interesting. Some people think that fasting is a primary way of dieting, but that's a side effect, but not the main purpose. The main purpose, I think, is to focus our attention. There ought to be a time in which we take time out from our busy schedules to focus our attention on God. If we're not spending time worried about cooking and eating, then there was time that we can spend in prayer and contemplation about the world around us and about what God has given to us, to be grateful for the things that God has given to us. But it's more than just not eating. It's taking a time to pay attention to who is important. It's also a way of controlling our appetites. We have a false idea in this world that anything that we like, we not have. We get everything at Christmas. Christmas is coming up. We want to expect a lot of things. How about a little fasting, where you do without? Every once in a while, a child gives their toys to some needy cause, and I think that's a form of fasting, a time in which you don't eat fast food, when you don't indulge your appetite for pleasure, when you don't try to be the most comfortable you could possibly do, buy the newest thing. Fasting is a time of controlling your appetite, to say, that's not what rules my life. The kingdom of God rules my life. The God is the creator, and God is the best way to live life. And so fasting becomes a way of controlling ourselves, gaining the ability to control our appetites. One of the things that they say is don't do it to show off. Sometimes people brag about what they're doing and how miserable they are. Sometimes they get to the point that they're trying to prove they're more miserable than somebody else. One of the ancient desert fathers, they had some of the people, desert monks, gathered together, and one of them said, I don't eat anything but bread and water. And the next one says, I don't even eat bread, I just drink water. And the third one says, well, I only drink water, but it's dirty water, as if you could brag and prove yourself more worthy than the others because you're giving out more. Sometimes people get to be bragging about how much they've given up and how much they've sacrificed as a way of controlling others. Let it be a secret, Jesus says. Just keep it to yourself. Do what you need to do. Do what controls your appetites. Do what makes you closer to God. And that will show not in your bragging about what you're doing, but in the way that you treat other people. You'll become more trusting of God, and more loving towards other people. That's really the goal of fasting. It's not to prove something, it's to help you be a truer follower of Jesus Christ. I hope that's helpful. I'll see you in the next one.